And just like that, we are back for another video looking at the new Twist Grip dual handles from DJI, specifically for the RS2 and the RSC2. So we'll be looking at this today and see whether it's worth your money, how to set it up. So let's jump straight into the video. So when you buy the Twist Grip, you're gonna get 4 things in the box, and that is the 2 extension arms plus your 2 handles. Now to actually set it up, it is incredibly simple. One of the extension arms, you have a quick release on the side, but also a knob. So you just wanna loosen the knob, and then on your NATO port, on the side of your RS2 or RSC2, you just need to slide it in, hold the quick release till it slides on, and then all you need to do is tighten the knob on the side, and that is set up. Now, on the other side, you've got your left, which says left, and I'll bring this over. And all you need to do is do the exact same thing, loosen the knob on the side, hold in the quick release, slide onto the NATO port, and then tighten the knob. All right, so now that the extension arms are on nice and securely, it's time to put on the grips. Now, all you need to do is just loosen the knob on the back and then just slide it in. And there is a quick release on the side of the extension arm. And then once that's on, we just want to tighten it to the position we want. Tighten the knob on the back, and then that is secure. And then all you need to do is do the exact same thing on the other side. Slide it in and tighten. And that's it. You're now set up with your Twist Grip. And that is just how quick it is. So it's a really nice design just because of how quick you can actually set up and take off the extension arms. So for mounting options on the actual extension arms, on both extension arms, it features 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch screw threads on both the top and the bottom, as well as a cold shoe mount right in the middle. So it gives you plenty of options to mount different accessories. You've also got a 1/4 inch on the side where the cold shoe mount is. Then on the actual grip, on the very bottom, you have again a cold shoe mount. So plenty of mounting options for different accessories on your actual extension arms. But onto the main feature itself, the actual Twist Grip. If we turn this around, if you'll see on the left extension arm, it's only on the left, you'll have this little knob and a little number 1 on that. And if we loosen that, what we can do is we can just bring the left handle around, and if we tighten it, it brings it round to the back and gives it that ability to go into briefcase mode very simply and very quickly. And now this is a really solid feature because it's just literally a matter of seconds before you bring it round and it's in briefcase mode. There's no playing around with taking off the bottom and sticking it onto this mount that comes with the RS2 in the combo pack. So there's no need to even really have this accessory anymore. The only reason I'd use this one still is if I'm trying to go much lighter of a setup, then I might still just hook this onto the back. But for most of my actual shooting, I'm gonna just be using this Twist Grip just because once it's set up and it's a matter of seconds from the dual handles into the briefcase mode. So as you can see, this is actually a huge selling point, especially for those who actually go underslung quite a lot. So if you do a lot of shooting like this is gonna be a very useful accessory for you just because of the actual speed it takes to set it up. And then you can still shoot if you like shooting in this type of mode, or if you wanna quickly switch to the dual handles, it's just a matter of seconds. So a few things to note about the handles. So obviously, when you're putting on the handle, you're putting it on this side port, which means if you're using anything, so say you have the side focus, obviously when you put on the grips, you won't be able to use that anymore. You can get a tethered control handle, which is basically, you just put it on the side here and then the extension arm connects to that and you'll be able to run a cord to that unit. But I don't have one of those and it's just an extra accessory that you'll have to buy. And that's a bit unfortunate that you completely lose access to the side there. So if you had the side focus, say, you're not going to be able to obviously use it anymore. So another thing to note, if you like using your phone connected to your Raven Eye, what you'll find is the NATO port won't fit on the top rail. It'll only be able to fit on the bottom, which means if you have your phone connected, one, it's down low and it somewhat gets in the way of the handle. On the mobile holder, you can't tilt it so it's looking up, which is somewhat unfortunate. If you do want it on the top handle, you can take it off and it's got off this bottom part of it. And you can put it on the cold shoe mount, like so. So it's on the top. But as you'll see, your Ronin hits the actual side, depending on how it's balanced. If you're balancing with the EOS R, say, like mine is, the Ronin will actually hit the phone, and it'll do that no matter what side you're on. It'll just hit both sides, which again is unfortunate if you want your phone a little bit higher. So one way around that, if you do really want your phone mounted a bit higher, is to get something like this, which is 1/4 inch threads on the top and bottom, and you just screw it into the bottom of the phone mount. And then all you need to do is put it right on the side. And now your phone is much higher and you've got that clearance where your phone isn't going to hit your Ronin. So for the build quality itself, it's a very solid material, so you're not going to be snapping it or anything like that anytime soon. The actual handles itself are quite comfortable. It's got the rubber actual grips. So when you're holding it, it feels quite nice. It is hard. It's not soft, but it is a nice grip. So I know I've been able to hold it for fairly long periods of time with no issues. It's also nice that you can adjust the actual grips, how far in or out they go, depending on what's comfortable for you. And then of course, the actual twist grip itself. And it's a very solid design because of how quick you can get into this briefcase mode. So it's a really nice build quality, but also the design is really nice as well. So finally, my final thoughts of whether this is worth your money. For me personally, yes it is, because I'm not a huge fan of just having the one handle. I do like having the two handles on the side. So if you're like me, 100% this is worth the money. I had the original Ronin here, and with that I had their switch grip, which I used all the time, and it was probably one of the best purchases I had with my original Ronin. So for the twist grip itself on the RS2, that was a no-brainer for me. So it really all depends on what your shooting style is. If you do like having those two handles on the side, 100% well and truly worth it. So if you're a quick run and gun shooter, or if you're a travel filmmaker, this may not be the best because it's just an extra thing that you have to carry and then set up. Whereas if you like just shooting the one grip where you can just take it out, get your shot, chuck it back in the bag, and you don't have to worry about all these extra parts, probably not for you. But for me personally, when I'm doing shoots, I'll definitely be using this every single time. So for me, 100% worth the money. And as I said, it all just depends on your shooting style and whether you think being able to hold it like this is worth the money. All right, so that's about it for today's video. If you have any questions about the twist grip, please let me know in the comments below. If you did get something out of this video or you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.